Lions TV, good evening. This is not another Millwall signing, hold your horses. It's a signing for Lions TV. We have gone into partnership with the Football Index. Now, there's a lot to explain. It could be quite long-winded. So what I'll say from the off is, if you're not interested in gambling and you're not over the age of 18 years old, then feel free to switch off now because this will be of absolutely no interest to you. Now, personally, I've used Football Index before, so I know what it is. And the best way I can try and explain it to you is, it is a little bit like a fantasy football league. It's a little bit like, if you're around my age or you play similar games, a bit like Championship Manager, but you do it with real life money. You don't bet on football matches, you don't bet on scores or scorers. You invest, you buy shares, you buy futures in certain players. In effect, you buy and sell these players, but you earn real money. So that's probably the best way I can think to tell you exactly what the Football Index is. Football Index have come to me and they wanted to do some sort of sponsorship, some sort of deal with Lions TV, and we've come to an agreement whereas I'm going to run a league. Now, the league I'm going to run is in-house league, and the top 4 people who finished with the highest profit from their Football Index players will get to come to Millwall with me in an executive box in the new year. And it's all expensive paid. It's on me. It won't cost you a penny. Food's free, drinks free, as long as you don't take fucking liberties. And the match is also free. Now, I will keep reiterating in this video the rules and the facts, because you absolutely have to stick to the rules. You have to sign up in the right place. You have to follow these rules, because I will be able to check. And if you breach the rules or you haven't done the right sign-up thing, then unfortunately you will not be counted in the competition. So we're going to start our own league. As I've said, there is a link in the description below. You have to sign up through that link. Don't go to the Football Index website and sign up with any other link. You must click on that link. It will take you straight to the Football Index website. If you follow us on Twitter or you follow us on Facebook, I will post them there. But don't go signing up unless you click on that link, and you have to use that link to sign up. I know I keep saying it, but some people, believe me, will get it wrong. Then you can deposit between £10 and £50. £50 is the maximum. I've personally curbed it at 50, because if you start putting hundreds in, then people have only put in a tenner. Although the profit margins is what really matters, you know, want to give everyone sort of a fair chance. Then you can pick your players. You can buy shares. You can buy futures in your players. You must not spend more than £50. Now, once you've all picked your teams, you'll have to send me a screenshot and I'll be able to see exactly how much you spent. So there's no way of getting around that, and there's no way of adding money in, because I will also, if people are out in the lead, request to see a screen grab of your deposit history. As I say, it's quite long-winded, but once we get going on it, I think it will definitely work, and it will be a good competition for us all. I'm also not going to run it the full length of the season. I think it's best to run it until Christmas, so then I can run a new league in the new year for people who may watch the videos and want to get on board at a later date. And also, you know, that way you're all going to get a prize this season, as opposed to having to wait to the start of next season to come in the executive box. So for those who finish in the top 4 Champions League places, that's the way I've done it. You will be my guest at Millwall in an executive box, probably at the start of the new year, around January, February, March time at the latest. But we'll arrange that and agree on the game a bit closer to the date. Now, when you pick your players, you can pick 1 player or you can pick 10 players. It doesn't matter, as long as you don't exceed that £50 limit. So you'll probably get some clever dick that will go, I'm going to buy Lionel Messi as many shares as I can that will allow up to £50. And then you'll get some people who will probably buy a whole, you know, they'll invest in a whole sort of 10 to 12 players. And that's fine. Whichever way you think's best to get the advantage and win the competition, because let's have it right, that's why you're here. What you cannot do also is you cannot start adding extra money into your account and start betting it, because it's going to confuse and mix up, obviously, what we're doing and what you're going to do as a separate thing. So if you're new to Football Index, join up with us if you want to, and then please don't go thinking this is decent, I'm going to have another 50 quid and start betting it. Keep it within our structure, you know, and then at Christmas, if you do find you want to go out, you don't want to go in the next competition, you like what you're doing, then you want to go out on your own, then that's fine. You can do that after Christmas. But please stick within our rules and our budget within that time frame. So once we're all signed up, I say I'll do weekly videos so we can keep track on who's doing what, who's going where, players that are doing well, players that are maybe injured and you need to change one up, or players that are, you know, starting to look good or could possibly be on the move or could possibly coming to the end of their career. So it's all good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you and pick my team. My team won't be entered, obviously, because I'll already be there on the day when the competition winners are there. But I'll go through and give you a brief idea and pick a team now so you can also get your head around Football Index. Okay, boys and girls, welcome to the Football Index. The first thing I should point out is I keep saying that your squad of players. and it's not your squad of players, it is your portfolio. These are the players that you are going to buy. And as you can see at the minute, I have no players. So what we do now, we're going to sign some players. Of course, I'm not going to go beyond, as I've already said, the £50 limit. Sean Longstaff, Newcastle United, a lot being spoke about him, Raheem Sterling, Neymar, Jadon Sancho. These are the players at the minute that shares are on the up the most. This is a little league table for that. In the green is how much their shares are currently up. I think it's for today. Just looking down this list there, you've got Jadon Sancho. He's quite dear. Harry Kane is $4.76 a share. One I've noticed there that's sticking out to me is Bernardo Silva. Now, Bernardo Silva won everything last year with Man City, of course. And he also won the Nations League and player of the tournament with Portugal. So things couldn't really get a lot better for Bernardo Silva at the minute. But having said that, David Silva has just announced that this year will be his last year at Manchester City. So Bernardo Silva for £2.16 a share, I think I'm going to invest. Now, there it is. He's £2.16 a share. And you'll see this now. This will go up. There you go. That's 2 shares, 3 shares, 6.48, 4 shares. I'm going to spend £10.80 of my money on Bernardo Silva. And I'm going to confirm that. Lovely. I've just bought 5 Bernardo Silva futures. And now he will go into my portfolio. If we quickly go up to portfolio, then there you go. Bernardo Silva is in there. A player I absolutely think is brilliant is Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is only £2.89. So again, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy. It works out a little bit more for 5 in Trent. I'll buy the 5 in Trent and I'll confirm the buy. Okay. I've now bought 5 futures in Trent Alexander-Arnold and he will now be added to my portfolio. I've so far spent £25.25 of my £50 budget. Now, don't worry, because there is other players that are not worth anywhere near this. You can maybe just buy 1 future in the player if you've only got a tenner to spend. And it's all about the biggest profit margin. It's not about who's got the most money. Someone could put 50 quid in but only make, £6, whereas someone could put a tenner in and make more. So don't worry if you've only got a tenner to play with. Another player that's grabbing me there is James Rodriguez. There is rumours he could be coming to England, I think with Manchester United. His shares are currently up 5 pence and he's still only £1.91 per share. Good player at Madrid, liked him a lot. Good player in the World Cup a few years ago for Colombia. And at £1.91 a share, I'm going to take a little risk on Rodriguez. I don't think he's been setting the world alight at Bayern Munich. I may be wrong. I don't really follow foreign football too much. But players in this, to my knowledge, is all the European top leagues and the Premier League. So don't go trying to look for Jordan Archer because I don't think he's going to be on there. I'm going to buy 3 shares in James Rodriguez. There you go. And that's going to cost me £5.73. And he's been added to my portfolio. Remember, the portfolio is your squad of players. So far, I've spent £30.98, if you can see that there, on Bernardo Silva, Trent Alexander-Arnold and James Rodriguez. You can also enter someone in the search bar as well. If you're looking for someone in particular, you can enter their name there in the search bar. And you can click on this, which is squad players. And if you look at the value of the squad players, they are a lot less than the players we've just been looking at. But, it doesn't mean they're not doing any good. I mean, look, there's hundreds of pages of those. So if you get some sort of idea of how many people are involved. Wayne Rooney. Now, if you saw Wayne Rooney's won the goal last night, he's still got a bit, Wayne, and he's only 28 pence a share. So I'm going to probably go for 10 Wayne Rooney shares. You know what? I'm going to go more. I'm going to go for 20 Wayne Rooney shares. Am I? I am. I'm going to go for 20 Wayne Rooney shares. There you go. Playing out there in America, whichever team he's playing for, escapes me, sorry. But let's go back to our portfolio now. Remember, our portfolio is our players. We've got 20 futures, which are shares, in Wayne Rooney. We've got just shy of 14 quid left to spend. Should we have a little bit look further on the old squad players? I like the look of this. Let's get down to page 4 of the squad players. See if there's anyone we can buy in particular that we might like the look of. David De Gea. Okay. David De Gea plays for Manchester United. We haven't got a keeper. Not a unique position, as I've said. David De Gea is 2 pence profit for today. And he's 71 pence a share. Is that me or is that an absolute bargo? Obviously, there's always rumours of De Gea leaving United. He didn't have the best season there last year. I think 17 shares in David De Gea would almost take us to our limit. Correct me if I'm wrong, on the portfolio. And there it is, 48.65. So what I could probably do is I could probably top Wayne Rooney up. And that's now left me at £49.77. So I potentially have got another 23 pence I could spend on a player. Let's go back to squad players and let's just look for someone who's cheap. There you go, they will be in there. Someone for 23p or less. Here. Don't know who this guy is. Plays for Schalke. Ralph Braham. Just buy one share in him. Confirm his buy. Lovely. And now if we look at the portfolio, there it is, £49.96. I've got 4p to play, which I could use at a later date if I buy and sell any of these players. This is the value of the players. This is what they cost. So at the minute, obviously, I've just bought them, but tomorrow that could change. And this is your profit on each player. Okay, that's what they're currently worth to buy, and that's what they're currently worth to sell. So there you go. Listen, there's a little tutorial there if you want to know how to use it. But as I said, I'll do weekly videos and I'll talk you guys through it. I'll give tips on players that are coming in, going out, maybe doing well, maybe doing not so well, could be injured, could be on the move. So that's it. I hope that's given you a better indication of the football index, and we can now crack on and start our league from basically from now. So if you get in now and you buy players, you'll obviously get a slight advantage over people that sign up over the coming weeks, but you know, there isn't going to be a great deal of movement. A transfer here or there could help you, but it will probably kick in when the league starts and the games start to be played. Now, I know I sound like a broken record, but please, I'm going to say it again. Do not sign up with any other link than the link that is in the description of this video. It's the only link you can use to sign up to our Football Index mini league. And as I said, I can see exactly who has signed up and who hasn't. Please also do not deposit more than £50. Anything up to £50 is fine. Don't exceed the £50. Make sure the squad of players are within the £50 budget. And of course, you have to be over 18 years of age to play. And if you are over 18 years of age, please, boys and girls, always gamble responsibly. Any questions, feel free to fire into me on social media and I'll come back. It is a little bit long-winded. It is a little bit confusing. But I'm sure once we get up and running, not only will there be some competition winners, but a few of us can make a nice few quid. Cheers, boys and girls. Please subscribe to Lions TV, of course. Come on, you Lions.